What's up, everybody? We just got back from training camp practice. Shout out our big brother, my big brother, his little brother, for hooking us up with the opportunity. We got to see everything. Luther Burden, unfortunately, he went down with the injury, but little room for optimism with that. With Luther being down, missing a lot of the practice, it opened the door for Loveland to make a big play. Roma Dunze making the practice highlight play at the end. Caleb Williams with another amazing throw. Sam Roush, I think we could break down, some of our big takeaways. One of my big takeaways is how Roush looked. I mean, dude had like 3 touchdowns, all of them being incredible. One of them was a nice highlight reel. One was like tipped and he ended up catching it, coming down with it. So I think seeing him and his progression, we were talking about it like 3 tight ends. You're deep at the tight end room, all big as fuck.
Yeah, I think we got the best tight end room in the league.
So that is going to be huge for the run game. Huge to see him make plays and be a playmaker. Defense looked pretty stout. He's still not a big believer on Booker yet with his size and his girth.
Or lack thereof.
Meat watching. No, so yeah. Booker, I saw some decent reps. I'm telling, the boys, the guys we're with, that Jedrick Willis, I want to see him start. I want to see him get the job, more specifically because of the bull rush, the lack of bull rush resistance with Braxton. I think Jedrick Willis has potential to be the best tackle for the left side. It's just about doing it.
Yeah, and I think even with the idea that, the pass rush or the defensive line might be a weakness for us, I did see some plays where they stopped the run pretty well, especially in today's practice. It was a lot of situational. It was a lot of red zone.
Yeah.
And they were able to hold their own, at least on the inside. But it was a lot of thud. I think also pass rush got pretty good. There was one play Caleb made a guy miss very, very well. It was impressive to see him just take a step inside and then
boop.
The edge got just completely out of the play as a result.
Yeah, so like the vibe felt like this is a playoff team. The practice, like while it wasn't like they were fully hitting, going crazy, it felt like this is a team that running through the things, doing the things, the little things, focusing on that. Everything looked smooth. Competition was there. In on the details. Ben Johnson, poker face the whole practice. Highlight plays are happening. It's just next play. Blowing the whistle, next play, type. So it was cool to see this team and just be around training camp with just the expectations, everything being so high. Caleb Williams is making plays every day. It seems not only is he going to be headed for that 4K passing season, it seems like he's headed for that MVP caliber season, Looks efficient in practice. The 2-minute drill is efficient as fuck. Like he's making throws. Colston Loveland looks unstoppable. Rome looks healthy. The foot, it doesn't look like an issue for him. Like I said, he made that big play at the end of practice. Made a couple plays too.
Yeah, I was impressed with him. I think Roush definitely stood out. I think Jade was also a big standout with the twos. So, yeah, I'm impressed. I think we're locked and loaded offensively. Offensive line looked really good. I think that was the first time I seen Tooney like damn near face to face, and dude is humongous.
Yeah, and he looks small on TV.
He was taller than Colston Loveland.
He looks a lot taller than what he did on TV. But it's just the Bears in general. Everybody looked big. Even Jade Walker looked big.
Yeah,
Khalif Raymond looked a little big. Mananga, you said he looked small though, no?
I mean, I think for him, he's definitely packaged well. Pause.
Yeah.
So he might be.
I'm gonna clip that shit.
He built solid, but
yeah.
Obviously, when you're not tall and wide, you look a little different than everybody else.
Yeah, I will say the defensive line too. Getting back to that point, looked good. I feel a little more confident. I know motivated Dio Dangbo has a little more meaning. He understands it. He had a quote saying, hey, it makes me laugh, didn't take it to heart.
Mm-hmm.
We're not wishing ill will on Dio. If anything, we want him to play to the level of his contract. Hopefully, this season he gets us some impact, like what I saw from him in practice. Jordan Vandenberg is another name that's been growing a lot of buzz. He looks bigger in person too. That guy is somebody that you've seen him out there a couple times with the first team for great reason because he's out there moving. And after practice, he's running suicides down the field and stuff. So I think he's built with the right stuff. I say all the time, Kyle Manungai of this draft class, be somebody that makes plays, has more value than what their draft
Mm.
spot was.
Yeah, I think another thing that stood out to me was Jalen Johnson working out with the rookies after practice, just giving them game, giving them extra reps. I think seeing a leader work with the youngest group of people is really promising from a culture perspective. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and that's like goes to the point of like this feels like a team that's ready to be a championship team, that's heading in that direction. You got the little things matter. You got the rookies running suicides, Cole Kmet's running suicides, Jalen Johnson's working with somebody in Dante Manning who's, a lesser guy who's not really, not a lot of people are talking about him. Not a lot of people know him, but he's making sure that guy's getting better and also helping himself get better within the process. So, yeah, I mean, that's Jalen Johnson's not a vocal leader by any means, but seeing him take on the leadership and showcase that is nice. It's a very good indication of how this team is built and how this team's wired. So Ben Johnson, he's running a tight ship. He's running a team that's going to be headed for something very soon.
Yeah, and I liked how they ebbed and flowed. Like they started practice with one-on-one drills, at least when we got there, and then they went into team, and then they went into individual, and then team 7-on-7, etc. But it was a lot of red zone reps, which was really nice to see the team operate. I think last year we started really slow with like the operation of the offense,
Yeah.
and I think this year we'll be able to hit it out the gates running, and just be a lot more efficient. But also, there was a lot of motions out there too.
Mm-hmm.
So like, I was watching Xavier Thomas. He was running with the ones, and he had no issue knowing when to be off the ball, when to not be on the ball. There was one play where he had to switch alignment like 4 times.
Yeah.
So just being able to be
Young
more
rookie learning.
diverse pre-snap, in the second year of the offense, I'm really excited to see.
Yeah, and just the operations, everything. I mean, seeing us how we were with Eberflus, now transitioning into something that's a lot cleaner, a lot smoother, a lot of a plan being in place. So it's all about just everybody taking that next step. And from the looks of it, it looks like we're headed towards that direction. Roma Dunze kind of gave me the feel that he's back to being Roma Dunze. So seeing that, seeing even a Jade Walker make a couple plays, Colston Loveland, like I said, making ton of plays. Sam Roush, the rookie, getting involved, dominating in the second team reps, dominating his opportunities. Yeah, if you got the rookies balling, you got the second year guys balling, and then you have the Jalen Johnsons that are showing that leadership. You're in a good spot. Any final
100%.
thoughts?
Man, I just think it was, yeah, you felt the culture, you felt the energy. It was packed.
Oh yeah,
So I think there's a lot to be excited about. And I think for me, it's just about seeing, the operation, like the whole thing from beginning to end. Employees were super, polite.
George
Everybody
McCaskey
was,
was. We took a photo with George McCaskey.
you feel me? So it was a well run, um, experience from top to bottom.
Yeah, and it,
So.
it feels like, yeah, winning does cultivate some special things within the building, a lot more motivation, but it feels like more of a team that's ready to stay winning instead of a team that just learned how to win. So
Hmm.
this seems like it's going to be consistent with how things move forward. So if you get a chance to go to a Bears training camp practice, make sure you do it. It's exciting shit. Even if they're not fully going all at it with the practice, you'll see some exciting things. Make sure you don't record shit. Or make sure you record shit. Just kidding. But thank you guys for watching. Thank you guys for listening. As always, peace. What's up, everybody? Welcome back to a Chi-Town Blitz episode. Got a great episode for you guys today. What a day, man. This day will be remembered. First, it started off with Odell Beckham Jr. being a giant.